inside the box, you can see whether or not the cat is dead or alive. But the theory is, and this is insane, but the theory is that until you look in the box, the cat is neither dead nor alive. So they're saying that you have to observe something before you can tell anything about it. The other option is like this. You have a hammer and cyanide and a cat. I'm drawing a crazy looking cat. And the hammer may or may not break the cyanide. And if it breaks the cyanide, then the cat dies. But that until you view the cat's not dead and it's not alive. Well, obviously we know that that's insanity, because let's say the cat died last week and you look in there, you can tell that cat's been dead a while. So even though you didn't look in there last week, it still died last week, right? And this really is a cruel experiment, and I think it's rather sick. But that's the idea. It's called the cat in the box. Some people call it Schrodinger's cat, and that's what Schrodinger's cat is all about. What he's trying to get you to think about is an electron when it has to do with the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, saying that you can't know the location and the speed at the same time. You can know one or the other. So he's saying, well, if I look at the electron and I know where it is, well, at that moment in time, it wasn't moving. So if it wasn't moving, I don't know the speed. But if I measure the speed, then I don't know where the electron is, because the electron's still moving. So he's saying, until I observe it, I don't know anything about the electron. Which I personally think he could have come up with a better thing than that cat idea. But I don't know. He was cruel. He came up with his equation, which I always thought was a little cool. I don't think he actually killed a cat, because it was a thought experiment. Yeah, so Lexi, the theory is that until a human observes something, it's not really relevant. But it goes beyond that into a little bit of weirdness, where it says not only is it not relevant, but nothing has happened. But it's not that nothing's happened, because it's almost as if he's saying there's no cat in the box until I look in there. Or until he observes it in some way. And a couple of ways he could observe the cat would be, he could hear the cat. I don't know, he could reach in the box and feel the cat. There are a lot of different ways he could observe the cat. But, yeah, he is a weirdo. I was never a big fan of Schrodinger or studying his stuff. I don't mind the quantum numbers. Those I kind of like, because they're a little bit like puzzles. I like puzzles, but I hate his equation. And I think the idea of the cat in the box is sick. But, scientists, some of them are. So I'd like to say they're not, but if you study science enough, you're like, oh my gosh, that guy was nuts. Stuff like that. So, all right, so it's 11 o'clock. So class is over. Feel free to log off if you want to. I'll be here for office hours today. So if you need anything, just let me know. Feel free to email me something, especially if you get stuck on the homework problems or something. Email me a copy of, like a screenshot of the picture of the homework, and I will try to send you information on how do I approach solving this problem. You're welcome, guys. Actually, not really. There are more areas you could find it in. I guess maybe technically.